All right, welcome Monarchs. This is video 3 for lesson 2.3. In videos 1 and 2, we completed the first 3 examples and went over some of our rules. Now we are on example 1D. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. So up at the top here, I have my rules. The first one is to remove distributive property first. So I'm going to look back at my problem and see if there is any distributive property. I do see distributive property. See, I see that there is a 2 outside of these parentheses. And I know that anytime there's a number outside of parentheses, I need to distribute that number into everything in the parentheses. So that is what I'm going to do first. Okay, so first I need to distribute this 2 into the y. So I'm going to do 2 times y, which would give me 2y. Okay, then I need to do 2 times -5 because the next number that's in these parentheses is this -5. So I'd need to distribute the 2 into that too. I need to multiply it by -5. 2 times -5 would give me -10. So instead of 2 times y minus 5, I have 2y minus 10, and that equals -4. Okay, so now my second rule would be to combine like terms on the same side of the equal sign. I do not have any like terms on the same side of the equal sign yet. And then collect all variables on the same side of the equal sign. All of my variables are right here. It's already on the same side of the equal sign, right? So now I just solve this like it's a 2-step equation, okay? So I'm going to draw my line down. All right, I have 2y minus 10. This 2 is attached to my variable, so I'm not going to worry about that yet. First, I need to kick out this -10 because it is not attached to me, okay? In order to move this -10 across the equal sign, I have to do the opposite operation. So I need to add 10 to both sides. The opposite of a -10 would be a +10, okay? So -10 plus 10 cancels out. That goes to 0. I'm left with 2y equals, and -4 plus 10 is 6. Okay, so now all I have is that 2 that's attached to my variable. So in order to get rid of that 2, I need to do the opposite operation. Anytime a number is next to my variable, that is multiplication. So the opposite operation of multiplication is always division. So I need to divide by the number that's multiplying my variable, which in this case is this 2. So I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides of the equation. Those cancel out, and I'm left with y equals 3. Okay, that is the correct answer for that problem. Okay. Let's move on to 1e. All right, so I have 3x divided by 2 plus 4 equals -11. Okay, so I need to go through my rules. My first rule is remove distributive property first. So I need to think, do I have distributive property? And I do not have any distributive property, so I do not need to worry about that yet. Okay, my next rule would be combine like terms. My like terms are already combined. My next rule would be to collect variables on one side of the equal sign. They're already on one side of the equal sign. So now I need to remove addition and subtraction. So I will remove addition and subtraction right now because we have some addition right here, right? So the first thing that I want to do is draw my line straight down. Okay, in order to remove this addition or subtraction, I need to move this +4 to the other side of the equal sign. And the way I do that is with the opposite operation. Okay, so the opposite of a +4 would be a -4. So I'm going to subtract both 4 on both sides of the equation. 4 minus 4 is 0. So I'm left with 3x divided by 2 equals, and -11 minus 4 gives us -15. Okay. So now all I see is a fraction on one side and this -15 on the other. I want to get rid of this fraction. So we're going to do what we did in our last lesson and fraction bust. We're going to get rid of the fraction by multiplying everything by the number on the bottom of the fraction, the denominator, which is this 2. Okay, so we're going to multiply everything in this equation by 2. All right, so it's going to be times 2 times 2. Okay, so these 2's cancel out. I'm left with 3x equals, and -15 times 2 is going to give me a -30. Okay, so now I need to figure out how do I get that x by itself. Right now that 3 is attached to it. Anytime I have a number attached to a variable, it is multiplying that variable. I need to do the opposite operation. The opposite would be to divide. So I need to divide both sides of the equation by the number that is multiplying my variable. So I'm going to divide by 3, divide by 3. That cancels out, and I'm left with x equals -10. Okay, because -30 divided by 3 is -10. All right. So we just went through examples D and E. Next video, we'll go through examples F and hopefully G and H if we have time. Stay tuned for video 4 for lesson 2.3.